Let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.
Check out the collaborative sale. Use code EXODUS-23s for a discount.
So, alright, we're gonna go chill. Yeah, my butt is like definitely off the pad on this thing. Mostly. Not mostly, but somewhat. Like I said, this is like the perfect little bike for my son. It's fast enough. They've been doing a lot of construction over here. So one thing I definitely don't like is taking one hand off of this thing. It does not feel that sturdy at all. Well, I mean, it feels sturdy, it just doesn't feel that trustworthy. Let's hit the streets, baby, hit the dirt. This thing is meant for it anyway. Oh, I bust my ass. That should have hurt on this. Oh, they even got the, well, that's what I was kind of hoping to go. I guess we'll just go across the street, but where I was kind of hoping to go is down there. But they got it cut off now. They're doing all this construction. Fucking sucks. But I think we're gonna go over there anyway. Just because. This is what we're going to be doing anyway. All this illegal activity. Oh shit, you can't even get over there, period. Definitely was not expecting that. You know what? We're going to go down to a different spot. Yeah, this morning, it was not like this. This morning, it wasn't like this at all. So I guess we're gonna check out this other spot. We're gonna check out this other spot that's over here. Forgot we can go off-road, baby. I forgot. We can go off-road, baby. I ain't trying to go off-road. That shit crazy. Oh! Oh, I didn't even see that. Woo! Yep, so this is actually a newer spot that finally opened up. They opened up this big old huge building area over here. We used to go into the other one if y'all seen in the previous videos, but yeah, man, this thing is pretty cool. I kind of just want to talk a little bit about my decision on getting this. And no, this is not for me, this is for my son, but it's so freaking fun that it's irresistible to go scoot around on, as you can see. But yeah, man, this thing was pretty cool. When it was all said and done, it was close to 1,000. I think it's on sale right now for like 700. I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it's worth every penny. Still a little bit big for my son. I don't know if I could find a newer shock for the rear to go in the back, so he can have something to, we can lower it a little bit more where he can fit more comfortable. But this bike is super fast for him. I have it turned down in the slowest setting when he is practicing riding it, because it's just got so much power. He's already crashed a couple times, so he's a little gun shy of it, because it has way more power than the pocket bike. But all in all, I think he's gonna do just fine. Now, what I decided to go with for me was a little bit of a compromise, right? To me, it was a little bit of compromise, and the reason why I say that is because, to me, the compromise was, or is, I want to get a Supermoto. Now, at first, I was very pretty much had my mind set on just going ahead and getting the full-blown street legal Supermoto, like the KTM. And while I still am gonna do that, what I really wanted to do was, I think I need to put the wheel spacers on this thing. Yeah, I think I need wheel spacers. Something's clicking. But anyway, so yeah, what I wanted to do is, I was gonna go with that, and then I said, you know what, I really don't want to spend the 7,000, 8,000 on a bike right now at this second. It's like, but I am interested in these e-bikes, right? These electric bikes. I'm very interested in them because they're still supermotos. They're not street legal, but I still feel like they're fun. And my whole goal is to, I want something that I can learn how to do. I can learn how to manipulate, do tricks and stuff on. So I ended up going with a full-blown e-bike. A full-blown e-bike that's almost full size, close to it, but the goal for it was spend less money and still have fun and learn to do what I want to do on it. And I think we're gonna do that. Plus, I want to get a little, like a bike cart. Get a bike cart so I can take it with me. load it up on the car and take it to the park and stuff. So this thing is fun though, man. It's still fun. It's gonna get dicey. Yep. Learn how to wheelie on this thing. This thing is so fun, dude. It's got a big ass smile from ear to ear, man. It's so freaking fun. Super cool. I just love hopping curves on this thing, man. It's so crazy. It's just a different feeling, dude. It's like, yes, you can do this on a motorcycle, but it's just doing it on this thing. It's just so much. That's a different cool factor. It adds a different cool factor to it. Yeah, my son gets mad, man. He gets, well, I ain't gonna say he gets mad, but he definitely gets a little jealous because I'm always taking it out, and he's like, how can you ride it so well and I can't? I'm like, you can, dude. You just gotta get some time on it. But yeah, man. So we are gonna go with the Electro & Company. The RTR XL, that's what it's called. And it's gonna be a little big boy, but I'm sure I'm gonna tear it up. But that's what we're gonna ride on and learn how to mob on that thing. Learn some wheelies, bust my ass, get up, try it again. Because like I said, the ultimate goal is to learn how to wheelie this year, learn how to manipulate a bike, any bike, whether it be this one, my new bike, or the GSXR 1000, and try to kind of like perfect it on that, and then go ahead and pay that off, and then get me a real supermoto for around $7-8 grand. That way I can really have a good idea of what I want to do, what I know how to do once I get to that point. Learn how to wheelie this GSXR, man. Was begging for it, but yeah, man, that's gonna be the move so far. I'm super excited, like I said, for my son to be able to finally ride this thing after he gets more confident and learn, and then being able to mob around with him the neighborhoods on mine with him on his. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. But anyways, how you guys like it? Hopefully you enjoy it. This thing is cool, man. Don't let the size fool you. Don't let the size fool you. This thing is a beast. An absolute beast. If you don't mind, man, go use my code, man, my Amazon code, Amazon link. Go grab you one, grab your kid one. Especially if you just want to learn it. And to me, even if something like this, it's really cool. I think that there are some other different versions out there maybe that might be a little better. But I'd say even if you keep the knobbies on, if you were to get some slicks, some supermotos on these, some sumos on these, I think this might actually be a better value than buying like a Grom. And that's just to like mob around your neighborhood and, you know, on the streets if you want to be a little illegal. But a Grom is not a bad price point, but I think I probably would have bought a Grom if they didn't have the stop sell on it. Here in Texas, I probably would have got one to learn how to wheelie that thing and everything, but there's a stop sell on them, so I can't. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with a Grom either, but to me it's a little small. It's kind of like this. Like, I don't mind learning on this, but I wouldn't want to learn how to really ride on this. It's very cramped. To me, the steering, I'm used to a full-size bike, so the steering, like I said, if you take one hand off while you're riding, it feels very weird. You know, I can do that all day on the Gixxer, but here, it doesn't feel very, I don't trust it. I don't trust it, so. Let's check this mail. Alright, let's turn this motherfucker back down to mode 1. Like I said, I don't trust it with one hand. I guess we're gonna have to start. Because I'm one hand and all this mail. Let me not bust my ass in front of this guy. That would have been crazy if I would have busted my ass.